Welcome. It's the Close the Deal Show, and I'm your host, Terrence McCrae. Every week we bring you business information, tips, and insights from entrepreneurs, business professionals, and inspired individuals from the San Francisco Bay Area and beyond. The Close the Deal Show also addresses and features public announcements, Entrepreneur Week, and nonprofit organizations. If you're looking for strategies to help you in business, then you're in the right place. Thank you for joining us today. Today, and for the last several weeks, we have been discussing nonprofit organizations. And I definitely want to acknowledge a nonprofit organization called All of Us or None. And the reason being, they're celebrating their 40th anniversary regarding the freedom movement. So this particular show is in dedication to another nonprofit. But the one we're going to be talking about today is Bay Area Video Coalition. And one of the most important, significant, and asset to this organization is by the name of Mindy Arnoff. This woman brings not only joy to her fellow colleagues, but she brings the type of insight in how to keep the morale in the work environment at peace. How so? She changes and makes a difference in people's lives through her insight, through her knowledge, through her spirit, through her wisdom. This woman I had the opportunity to meet. So ladies and gentlemen that's watching this show, a lot of people don't know how nonprofits are ran. You got to have the right people to be in a nonprofit type of business in order to form the right type of team. And she being an advisor, a senior advisor, is very, very not only crucial to her teammates, but significant, as I once said. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mrs. Mindy Arnoff of the Bay Area Video Coalition. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Terrence.
Truly, truly an honor in having you. You know, being an independent producer and having the opportunity to develop a show here at the studio has brought in a lot of reviews, but most importantly, a lot of connections, you know, and to have this opportunity to find something that you love to do is very rare.
Yeah.
And to be able to pursue it.
Yeah.
Because who wouldn't want to be on KQED? You know, who wouldn't want to be on the national TV circuit, NBC, ABC, and CBS? But this opportunity is the beginning. So I got to ask you a question, Mindy. What was the purpose of the Bay Area Video Coalition created for?
Oh, well, you'll love this answer because back in the day, the three main channels, ABC, NBC, and CBS, would dictate what kind of content was on their airwaves, and there was a lot of documentary filmmakers that couldn't get onto television. So BAVAC, and the way that the networks kept these documentary filmmakers off the air was through technical specs. They said, oh, well, your blacks are crushed, your whites are blown out, and I'm referring to the video signal here. So what one of the main reasons that BAVAC was founded was to provide broadcast quality specs to everyday documentary filmmakers. In other words, we made it so that it was absolutely broadcast ready, and CBS and NBC could not say, no, your show is not technically up to our specifications. So they couldn't eliminate the stories based on technical difficulties. And we got $200,000 from the Rockefeller Foundation, and that was the seed money that started this whole thing. We bought a Portapack, which was the first portable video camera, and you know, I don't remember how much it cost, but it was like the coolest toy you could get, you know, and we only had one, and everybody would try and schedule it, you know, well, I want it, you know, and so then we had to buy some more, and of course, it got broken, so we had to start offering training so that people knew how to use the camera without breaking it, and they knew how to edit. And of course, editing today is much different. You can edit on your phone even, but back in the day, it was tape. So if you've ever made a mixtape for your friend, you know that back in the day you had your source tape and then your master, right? So you'd say, well, the first thing I want to put on is this song, and then you take out that tape and put in another tape, and then I want that song. And if you wanted to go back and change something, you couldn't because it was linear. Now with digital, non-linear, you can move images around, sound around, you can take clips, and you know, because you edit all the time. But back in the day, you had to think about, how do I want this to go down? Because when you recorded, there was no going back.
So my next question, Mindy, is tell the viewers your role in this organization and your responsibilities.
I started out as an intern 20 years ago.
Wow, so you've been with the organization for 20 years?
I have.
Okay.
I've been through 7 executive directors.
Okay.
I've been through 2 dot-com booms and a dot-com bust. But what permeates all of it, all those 20 years, is it's about storytelling and people. And that's why I've never wanted to leave. Because like meeting you, when I met you, I said, this man has a story to tell. And I want to help you tell it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. And that's the way you close the deal.
It is the way you close a deal.
Absolutely. Truly, truly. So, out of all the stories that you didn't heard, you know, do you think it'd be possible the viewers could actually hear the role that it played in your life, you know, in not only sticking with this organization, but the actual role that it played in your life?
Yeah.
Could you share that story?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I was an intern, what I wanted to become was a video editor. And I was a lot older than the other interns because they were young kids out of school. And but I loved storytelling, and the technical aspects were a little bit intimidating to me.
Okay.
And I remember that I was learning on an Avid Symphony, which was a very high-end editing system at the time. And I think it was 1998. And the machine just started breaking down, and it didn't work. And that, I go through the same panic attack when my car doesn't work, you know?
Okay.
And so my mentor said, you know, I'm not sure you want to be an editor, because you should be saying, I wonder why this is happening, rather than panicking. And BAVAC offered me a job out of the internship to help people come to BAVAC and get the training that they needed. And I was really good at that. And because I had been a business owner myself, I ran a frame shop gallery in Placerville and Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
So I was intimidated by the tech, but I really wanted to roll up my sleeves and help BAVAC become profitable.
Okay.
And so it was a sad moment for me, Terrence, because I realized I was going to let go of my dream of being a video editor, and I was going to help run this organization.
Wow.
And I don't regret it at all.
Okay.
Because an editor sits in front of a computer all day.
Yes.
And I need people.
Correct. And that's what my show is about. Connecting people with other people in order to close their deal.
Yep.
To find out what it is that they're passionate or enjoy doing. And ideally, everybody needs each other, but they need to know who they're actually doing business with.
Right.
You know, and then we talking about character now.
Yeah,
there's a certain
absolutely.
type of character when you're doing business you want to deal with. And in the business world out here and anywhere in the world, there's a certain ethic code that we all have to go by. And if you don't know those, you better learn them fast or you won't be in business
That's
too long.
right. So you have to
Yeah.
listen. I've always learned you have to listen and pay attention. When somebody's talking, I don't think about what I'm going to say next.
Yeah.
I just want to hear where they're coming from. Then my brain starts making the connections. Oh, it would be great, this, that, and the other.
Okay, definitely. So my next question is, could you tell the viewers a few strategies in how, since you've been here for 20 years, you've developed donations in order for BayVac to be profitable?
Yeah, it's a hard thing to ask somebody for money. But if you are talking to somebody and you figure out what their passion is, then you can make that connection that way. So let's say, because we do so many things here at BayVac, we train youth, we train digital media professionals from Pixar and Lucas, and we run San Francisco's public access television channels. We help emerging filmmakers learn how to pitch to funders, and we preserve videotape from the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s. So it just depends where somebody finds us. If their love is preserving material that no one has ever seen, it's been in somebody's basement, and this is footage unseen by any human in 30 years, then I'm going to appeal to that part of them. I'm not going to try and ask them to donate to youth. I'm going to tell them about our preservation program and say, what would really help is if we could get another half-inch deck, for example. So, videotape most people know VHS, but of course there's about 25 formats, and we work with about 10 of them here. And some of them were, back in the day in the newsroom, some of them were that Porta-Pack that I spoke about. That was a half-inch open reel. And we've preserved things like women running down the street burning their bras, and Huey Newton talking to, who's the LSD guy? I'm forgetting his name now. Timothy Leary.
Okay.
And they're just rapping, and this is like from 70 or 69,
And you have footage of that?
Yeah, we don't own it. We preserved it for the museum that had it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the Chicago Film Archive. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, it's like you have to know what the passion is of the person that you're hoping to get a donation from.
So that particular strategy can be utilized in any type of business setting.
Absolutely. Find out what the person wants and let them be part of that.
Amazing. Take that tip. Now, ideally, right, a lot of people may be wondering, that might not work for me. Last week I had a guest on the show, nonprofit organization, former NFL player Marquise Ogden. And he said, one of the things that you must do in business is, if you've done something that you shouldn't have done, you need to own up. Just strictly own up to it. Take accountability and move on. So for an organization to do business with you, right, based on the strategy you have given the viewers as well as myself, that's something I never really knew. Then how would someone approach not just finding out what their passion is, how would someone approach a business owner and approach them in a way where they don't even know you? Your name is unknown.
Right.
You're not a brand, and you're trying to now brand yourself.
Yeah.
What tactical way would that individual or team approach someone who has the same passion as them? What would be the tactical approach?
I think that you'd need to do a lot of research. That's the first thing. You can't go in with your own agenda. You need to know, what does that business owner do? What does she hope to accomplish? Who her customers are? where she's going next. Because if she has, most people are selfish with their time, like I was with you, and so you have to make it interesting for them and worth their while. So if, let's say that you're selling Girl Scout cookies, and so you walk in and you say, hey, I'm a Girl Scout, I want to sell you some Thin Mints, because those are my favorite.
Okay.
And, the business owner's either going to say, oh, here's $2, I'll buy a box, or she's going to say, I can't, but thank you, good luck. But if I went in and said, I love your product, or I love the dress in the front, I love what you did in the window there. I happen to be selling cookies, but I had to come in because this shop has always drawn me to it.
Wow.
So, you're almost like flirting with the business owner.
Okay.
In a sense, you're saying, I couldn't not talk to you. I wouldn't be able to not talk to you because I am so drawn to you. So in that way, you kind of appeal to their ego.
Okay.
But you have to be real about it. You have to say, I like that red dress in the front window, and the reason is because. You can't just say, oh, I like everything in here. So anyway, will you buy my cookies?
That's not being direct.
Yeah, you have to be real. It has to be real.
Truly, truly, truly amazing. That really that didn't catch me for a loop, but that really just caught me. That made so much sense. I hope you all are paying attention and taking down notes. Tell us about your current affiliations with the Bay Area Coalition. Who are they?
Who our partners are?
Correct.
Oh, well, like I said, we do so many different things. So in workforce, it's the San Francisco City Office of Economic and Workforce Development, and we run TechSF for the city, and that's a tech initiative to help people who are seeking jobs in technology to come to BAVAC, receive training for free, job counseling for free, job leads for free, and then go out there and be a star.
Wow.
So the city is a partner.
Absolutely. That is wonderful. So if you're at home and you really don't know what your career is, here's an opportunity.
Absolutely.
Because if you ever always had passion to become in the media, visual, graphic arts, whatever the case may be, camera, producer, editor, here's an opportunity.
That's right, because every company is a tech company now.
Correct.
Every company has to have a web presence. Every company needs video. Every company needs IT. There's computers have taken our life, so every business is a tech company.
So what's next for the Bay Area Video Coalition in 2019?
2019, we're going to roll out Apprenticeship. So we're working with the National Department of Labor, and we're offering apprenticeship. So we'll find an employer who will hire a job seeker on the spot. We train them, they get paid, and then they're hired they're promoted at the end of 6 months.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Truly amazing.
Yes.
That is some good information.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely. So how can the viewers sign up and be a part of this actual program that you're referring to?
Right. You can email us at techsf, that's TECHSF, at bavac.org, BAVC.org. Or you can go online and look under Learning and on our website and just scroll through the menu options and pick TechSF and click on it and just follow the prompts. We'll get you there. Application is really easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mindy, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
and for giving our viewers here in San Francisco and above and beyond the Bay Area an opportunity to learn about where I actually do my show. You know, it's truly a pleasure in meeting the type of people I get to meet, not only in San Francisco, but around the world, who want to know, you know, where do you do your show at? Who want to know, you know, how did you get this opportunity? But also want to know, why are you able to do it the way you do it? And here you have it. A wonderful, wonderful woman by the name of Mindy Arnoff. You can also see her on LinkedIn. Senior advisor, not only of new businesses here at the Bay Area Video Coalition, but she just gave you some insight. So take it upon yourself and make use of it for your own business. Before we close this deal, we would like to hear from you. If you have any suggestions, questions, or even want to apply to be a guest, please visit www.theclosethedealshow.com. San Francisco viewers, every Monday night at 8:30 on cable Comcast, local San Francisco, channel 29, you can catch the Close the Deal Show. Worldwide, find the Close the Deal Show on YouTube. Just type my name, Terrence McCray. Please subscribe, like, and comment on your favorite episodes. Take good care, everyone. Don't forget, find the right connections and close the deal.